Hi, my name is Daniel Gerber, and I will be your teacher for AP World History here at Simley High School for the 2021 school year. So I'm looking forward to meeting you in person and also via Zoom. This is going to be a very different school year, obviously, due to kind of the conditions and things going on right now. So I want to take some time just to kind of talk about what things will be kind of important here to be successful in the class this year. So first thing we're going to talk about is just quickly going over some safety things. So because of COVID, there is that mask mandate for all indoor public spaces when you are with other people. All right, so that means that everyone, including myself, will have a mask on. So I will have this or other masks like it on when you see me all day. Um, and so other students have to have that as well as all other staff members. There will be some exceptions for students with some sort of with medical conditions. We'll also ensure that desks are 6 feet apart in the classroom, and we're also going to take time to properly wipe down the desks at the end of each class. One of the good things about having the block schedule this year is that there will be some time allowed for at the end of class to help kind of sanitize before the next group of kids comes in. We'll also have hand sanitizer for kids when they come in and out of class, provided by the district, as with all the other cleaning materials. And then, if they need hand sanitizer during the hour in case something happens, they definitely have access to that as well. There will also be some built-in bathroom breaks into the block period. So the district is kind of working on that for what that's going to look like. We don't know what that is going to be, but hopefully we'll know that on day one of the when they're here, so we can go over that and kind of go over all these procedures. And we'll do that as well when people are in class too. So because of this year, and you're hopefully all well aware that we are dividing into two groups, or two in-school cohorts, cohort A and cohort B. And so to kind of reduce the number of people in a room at any given time, classes have been divided accordingly. So we have group A, which is here Monday and Tuesday, and then group B, which is here Thursday and Friday. So while students are in class on Monday and Tuesday, they will then have hybrid work on Thursday and Friday. And then that group that's here on Thursday and Friday will have their online stuff Monday and Tuesday. So the way that is going to work, we'll talk about more when we get to the syllabus. We'll do that here in a minute. Just also want to know that students will be looking at that a lot, their hybrid work on Schoology. There will be, because this is an AP course and it is AP World History, there will be a decent amount of stuff that they got to do on hybrid days, but we will, again, cover that. So there is also time going to be set aside on Wednesdays to communicate with me online while they're deep cleaning the building. So the half-hour sessions in the afternoon, given like what hour we have class, kind of like what we did back in the spring. Wednesdays were that, teacher check-in time. So if you have questions, concerns, things that you're wondering about, and, that's just kind of that opportunity to kind of do that. But they can also use that time to obviously work on their hybrid assignments as well. So we'll talk about, so as we said, things will be posted on Schoology. The Schoology pages are not set up at this time, but when they are, I will show you, there will be a video on the Schoology page about how to kind of work through the Schoology page itself, and we'll also do that a little bit in class as well, to just kind of get people more familiar with the layout of the online system and where you'll be able to find things. All right. So now we're going to look at the syllabus here for AP World History. So I'm going to share my screen. So bear with me for just a few seconds here. Okay, so I want to share that. So here is said syllabus for AP World History, all right? So we're going to quickly just talk about a few brief things. I'm not going to work through all this. Quickly, you can kind of see the units, how much they are worth on the AP exam, skills and stuff. We'll talk more about that in class. I'm not going to go about that here. Every student will have a textbook. All right, I'm going to pull that out right here. Brand new 2020 version of this textbook. All right, this is going to be, where we're going to get their chapter readings out of it. And so I expect them to kind of have that with them when they come to class, but obviously you definitely have it at home too. Bring it with you back and forth, because there will be times when we talk about that stuff in class. So the textbook, definitely important. There's other things you can kind of see here, additional readings that we'll go over in class, others that we'll find on Schoology. So in terms of assessments, grading scale, and the hybrid expectations, that's kind of the big focus here. All right, so students will be kind of assessed, formative stuff, that's kind of the homework and classwork, and then summatives, tests and quizzes and projects. So formative assessments are going to just be where 20% of a student's grade. That's kind of the building skills. It's kind of, this is the stuff that gets you to the point to be successful in the class and on the AP exam. All right, so summative assessments, tests, and quizzes is going to be worth 80% of that student's grade. Now, the thing that we're working with is going to be allowing for retakes on formative assessments and on summatives. Formatives, what I've done in the past is every student went on a formative assignment, so homework, in class stuff, there's a chance to redo that and get 100%. Summatives, it's up to 80% of what the best score can be. All right, so let's say you take a test, you get like a D on it, or like let's just say 60%, because I'll go over the grading scale here too. And you get 60% on it, and you want to retake it. The best score you can get is 80%. So that's the way these are laid out here. So grading scale, for those that have taken AP Human Geography and AP US History, the grading scale is the exact same that you find on those. So it's kind of broken down here. We'll talk more about those more in class. So yeah, hybrid expectations. So this is going to be the key thing here. So when you are in class, so that A group is always going to be 2 days ahead of the B group. All right. So A group will have, we'll go over those lessons on Monday and Tuesday, whatever hour you're here, or whatever hour that I have you on said day. And, we'll go over things in class. But because, again, we are in a hybrid learning model, you're expected to complete all that hybrid work between classes. So each week, you're going to be required to read about 20 or so pages in the textbook. That's about the length of each chapter. Some are a little shorter, some are a little longer. There will also be a short quiz on each chapter that will be posted on Schoology. Again, this is just going to be like all multiple choice. None of them are going to be more than like 15. Most of them are going to be around 10 questions or so. And there, you might find some other related assignments, either writing assignments, other readings and videos here and there, kind of propped up throughout the week. So that's going to be the stuff that you do in between class periods. So the expectation is that you'll have read the chapter coming into class before your next meeting, and after that class, so like we start off with chapter 13, the expectation is after we go over, you'll have read chapter 13 before you come to class that second week, and then you'll have a chapter 13 quiz that'll be available after your cohort comes in. So on those days when you're doing the hybrid, that's when you're going to be taking the quiz, doing the chapter readings, and the other assignments or extra readings that are with it. All right, so the B group is going to be doing the stuff that we do in class that A did 2 days earlier. All right, so my plan is to limit as much direct instruction as possible. So I made a lot of videos that are going to all be posted on Schoology and on YouTube to kind of go over most of the main topics, main concepts. And that way, the stuff that's in the book, I also explain there as well. And that leaves more time in class for questions, things that people are having issues with, but also hands-on, writing assignments, skill building, discussions. So more of that stuff that is more hands-on within the classroom and allowing for much class time as we can with that. So yeah, I think that covers everything with the hybrid expectations. If it doesn't, let me know at the end of this video when we have our little Q&A session. So I'm really looking forward to meeting and working with everybody, and hopefully this covers a lot of that really basic stuff. If you have questions, obviously let me know, and we'll obviously go in more depth and detail when we have class starting next week. But I'm really excited for this school year, even given the circumstances. This is really going to be a fun, hands-on class, and I'm really, really looking forward to having you with us. So if you got questions, stick around at the end of the video. I'm going to stop sharing at this point. And yeah, can't wait to talk and meet with everybody.